Article 1381. The following contracts are recessible. First, those which are entered into by guardians whenever the words whom they represent suffer lesion by more than one-fourth of the value of the things which are the object. First, the contract entered into behalf of wards. A ward is a person under guardianship by a reason of some incapacity. Example po nito ay kunyari, si G is the guardian of M. M is a minor, and G sells the property of M worth 20,000 pesos, pero binenta na 15,000. Ang contract of sale cannot be rescinded because the lesion under Article 1355 is not more than one-fourth. Pero if the property is sold for less than 15,000, M can rescind the sale by proper action in the court upon reaching the age of majority. Second, those agreed upon in representation of absentees if the latter suffered the lesion stated in the preceding number. More explanation. The contracts agreed upon in representation of absentees. An absentee is a person who disappears from his domicile or his whereabouts, being unknown and without leaving an agent to administer his property. Under Article 1381. Dito po, the absentee must suffer lesion by more than one-fourth of the value of the property object of the contract to entitle him to remedy of remission. Noted that the paragraphs 1 and 2 refer only to transactions by guardians and absentee representatives. General rule is a lesion does not invalidate the contract except only in cases specified by law, more in Article 1355. Ang lesion ay any damages caused by the fact that the price is unjust or inadequate. Ang lesion is under Article 1355 na nagsabi na except in cases specified by law, lesion or inadequacy of cost shall not invalidate a contract unless there has been fraud, mistake, or undue influence. Ibig sabihin, yung contract is hindi siya may invalidate hanggat hindi na mapatunayan na may nangyaring fraud or pagkakamali. Third, contracts undertaken in fraud of creditors. In order that fraud of creditors may be valid ground for rescission, the following requisites must also be present. Tatlo po yun. First is there must be an existing credit prior to the contract to be rescinded, although it is not yet due or demandable. Second, there must be fraud on the part of the debtor which may be presumed or approved. Ni-explain pa po ito ito pong pangalawa is ma-explain ng Article 1387. Third, the creditor cannot recover his credit in any other manner, it not being required that the debtor be insolvent. Ang example po nito is nasa Article 1177, where the fraud charge is not the one used to obtain a party consent to a contract. It can only be a fraud of creditors that gives rise to the rescission of the offending contract. Fourth, those which refer to the things under litigation if they have been entered into by the defendant without the knowledge and approval of the litigants or of competent judicial authority. Contracts which refer to things under litigation. Kunyari po, si A ay kinasuhan niya si B for the recovery of a parcel of the land. Sa case po nito, yung land is a thing under litigation. Ano nga bang litigation? Litigation is the term used to describe proceedings initiated between two opposing parties to enforce or defend a legal right. Litigation is typically settled by agreement between the parties, but may also be heard and decided by a jury or judge in the court. Kapag kunyari po, si B, binenta niyo yung land kay C without the approval of A or of the court, the sale is recessible at the instance of A in case he wins in his suit for recovery of the said land unless C is in legal possession of the land in good faith. A, however, may protect his right by filing a notice of lease pendants. Ang lease pendants is a notice to the whole world that a particular real property is in litigation or is to be decided by the jury or judge in the court. Um, if the action involves personal property, A may petition the court for the issuance of an order of attachment or the appointment of a receiver to place the property in custodia legis is in custody of the law, the taking, seizing, or holding of something by lawful authority. And lastly, number 5, all other contracts specially declared by law to be subject to rescission. These other instances are the some specific contracts subject to rescissions are as follows. First, a partition, judicial, or extrajudicial may also be rescinded on account of lesion. When any one of the cowers receive things whose value is less by at least one-fourth than the share to which he or she is entitled, considering the value of the thing at the same time they were adjudicated. Another one is if the lessor or the lessee should not comply with the obligations set forth in Article 1654, referring to the obligations to the lessor, and Article 1657, referring to the obligations of the lessee, the aggrieved party may ask for the rescission of the contract and indemnification for damages or only the latter, allowing the contract to remain in force. This is inexplained pa po to ng Article 1659. And last, under Article 1539, the vendee may exercise the remedy of rescission when the lot in the area of the real estate sold be not less than one-tenth of the stated, or when the inferior value of the thing sold exceed one-tenth of the price agreed upon.